It's Monday, August 7th, 2023, and I've got 3 free best bets for you. Let's get after it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we just try to make some money together and get to the bag. We did not end off the week strong last week like we wanted to. Finished the night 1-2. We did cash in on our hitter parlay, another hitter parlay cash. Luis Robertson, Kyle Tucker got us done there, but we did lose on the Red Sox first 5 run line. Alex Manoah actually pretty well, and James Paxton got smacked up pretty bad there. Hate to see it. Mariners and Angels, Murphy doesn't cash either. Luis Castillo gives up some runs there, so hate to see it. 1-2 on the day on Friday. Year-to-date record still right here. August record right here. We're about to turn it around, man. I'm so ready for football season, but listen, we're going to keep the marathon going here in baseball season for right now. Yes, football season is on the way, so I'm super excited for that. Really want to be able to keep the momentum going, building into college football season. So don't worry, guys. We're going to turn this ship around. We're going to keep the momentum going today and then headed towards the end of the month, which we know football season's right around the corner. So as always, if you could drop a like and a subscribe to the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it as we're trying to get to more followers. And as always, can't wait to see your favorite plays of the day. So drop a comment below. This way I could tell some of your picks, and let's dive into our first best bet. So for our first best bet of the day, I'm headed with the run line. I typically don't do many run lines, but I'm going with the run line today. And I'm going to take the Rangers minus 1.5 runs. And the best odds I've seen is minus 125 on Bet Rivers. And the Rangers have been absolutely on fire over the past week. I actually had the opportunity to be in Dallas this past week, and I actually got to go to the game when they played the White Sox, and they were absolutely, amazing to see that lineup. They've been swinging the bats really well. They've bolstered up that pitching staff with Max Scherzer now. They've made a lot of moves during the trade deadline, so this way they can really try to contend for a championship. And I think they're in a really good position to do this right now. They've won 6 games in a row, and they've covered the run line in 5 of those 6. But now they have to travel to Oakland where they're facing a divisional opponent, and that shouldn't pose that much of a problem for them. Let's be honest. It's the Oakland A's. They're god-awful, right? And on the mound, we've got Dane Dunning, who's going for the Rangers, and he's coming off that really great performance against the White Sox, and I was actually in the building when I was watching him do this, and he went 7 2/3 innings. He was pitching spectacular. He only gave up 3 hits in that game, and he only had 1 mistake pitch, and it came in the 8th inning, and it was a home run that was really contested to see, like, was it a home run, was it a foul ball, and that was the only bad pitch that he had and got hit out. So he went 7 2/3 innings, only gave up 1 home run, 3 hits, and 11 strikeouts in that matchup. So you love to see that. So he's in really good form. Meanwhile, the Athletics are sending Ken Waldichuk to the mound, and he has not been strong all year. It's kind of hard to be really good when you don't have a ton of run support, but overall, he hasn't pitched very strong either. 6.52 ERA on the year, and in his last performance against the Dodgers, he went 3 2/3 innings, and if you look at the stat line, it's kind of weird. He only gave up 1 hit in that game, but that 1 hit, guess what it was? It was a grand slam. He walked 3 guys before that, and then he threw a meatball sandwich, and then that one got crushed out for 4 runs right there. That ended up contributing to the fact that the A's lost that game 7-3. So you know what? I really can't take the money line odds here with the Rangers just because it's way too high. But I really think that this is a good, strong angle for the Rangers in order for them to grab this win. They've been strong against the spread all year, 66-46 against the spread. So they've been covering the run line pretty often. Even though they're not as good on the road as they are at home in terms of covering the run line, and all those wins in their 6-game win streak were at home, I think this is a very tight AL West race, and the Astros are 2.5 games behind them. The Mariners are not too far behind, and don't forget about the Angels right there as well. So because of that, the Rangers cannot afford to lose this game. This is really one of those situational plays where I'm like, this is a must-win game for them. They cannot afford to lose to a team like the Athletics, a bottom barrel team in the league, last in the division, and I think if they win this game, they're covering the run line. Waldichuk is not that good of a pitcher. Dane Dunning's been in really good form. The Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, Nate Lowe, all those guys have been swinging the bat really well. The Rangers offense has been absolutely on fire, and I think that's going to benefit them today. So give me the Rangers on the run line as the first best bet of the day. For my second best bet of the day, we're going with a total, and I'm going with the Phillies and Nationals over 9.5 runs. Minus 120, pretty standard across the book on most books, so you can kind of shop around there. We've got Ranger Suarez on the mound for the Phillies. We got Trevor Williams on the mound for the Nationals, and both of these pitchers have not been in the best of form of late. lately, while the opposing offenses have been absolutely on fire. Over the weekend, the Phillies scored 8 runs, 9 runs, and 5 runs against the Royals, and all 3 of those games went over the total of 9 runs. So that's what we love to see. And then on the other side, although 3 of the national games did go under, they did have a little bit of a higher total at 10.5 against the Reds, which was their team that they played this weekend. They still put up plenty of runs themselves. The Nationals scored 6 runs in 2 of the games, and then in one other game they scored 7 runs. So like I said, both of these offenses have been absolutely on fire, swinging the bats really well. And Suarez, and if you look at Suarez's numbers a little bit deeper, this is a game where I think that he can get knocked up a little bit. He's coming off a start against the Marlins where he went 6 1/3 innings and he only gave up 1 run in that game, but that was really due to the fact that the Marlins were unable to cash in on the opportunities that they had, and they had a ton of opportunities. The Marlins had 10 hits in that game and went 2 for 13 with runners in scoring position. And before that start, Suarez was actually regressing because I actually took the over in that matchup against him and Alcantara in that Marlins game, and I was actually mad that it went under. But guess what? If you look at his numbers, Suarez, he's been giving up a plenty of runs in the month of July. He finished the month with 20 runs given up in 5 starts, so that's good for about 4 runs per game there. And he had a 6.11 ERA in the month of July. That's not a good sign when you're facing a Nationals team, like I mentioned, that's been hitting the ball really well, especially against left-handed pitchers right now. They're top 10 in team OPS and isolated power in the last 30 days, so that's not really a good sign to see for Suarez. And like I said, they have been swinging the bats a little bit better lately, so I think the Nationals should be able to score several runs in this matchup. And then on the other side, Williams has not been in much better form himself. He's got a 4.72 ERA on the year, and in the month of July, he had a 5.97 ERA, and he's coming off a 4-inning start against the Mets where he gave up 7 hits and 5 runs in that game. And then in his start before that, he gave up 9 hits and 4 runs to the Rockies. 2 offenses that are not really that good this year. And now you have to face the Phillies team that has been swinging the bat better and is trying to make a playoff push. That's really tough to go against. 4 of the last 5 games for the Phillies have gone over. I think 9.5 runs is a little bit too low of a total here. We only need 5 runs from both teams, and based on the form that both of these pitchers have been in, I think we should be able to get over today. So give me the Phillies and Nationals over 9.5 at -120 odds as my second best bet of the day. For my third and final best bet of the day, you guys know where I'm going. I'm going for a 2-team steam here, 2-leg player prop hitter parlay, and I'm taking Lane Thomas to get 1 hit, Justin Turner to get 1 hit, 2 DYF All-Stars who've cashed in several times for us so far this year. If you parlay those 2 together, you're going to get to -105 odds on Bovada. You can't beat that because both of these guys have been in really, really good form. Lane Thomas is batting .346 over the last 7 games, and he's also been really strong against left-handed pitchers all year as well. He's batting .363 against left-handed pitchers, and he's also batting .353 against Ranger Suarez in 17 plate appearances. So he's had success against Ranger Suarez, he's had success against left-handed pitchers, and he's been swinging the bat really well over the last week. Saw that this weekend. He had 3 hits on Friday and 2 hits both on Saturday and Sunday. So multi-hit games there. You might want to sprinkle a little bit on the HRR line or the over 1.5 hits if you want to, get a little generous there, or just do 1-leg parlay with it. But I really think Lane Thomas should be able to get to Suarez today. As I said, the Nationals are hitting left-handed pitchers really well, and Lane Thomas is right there in the heart of the lineup contributing to that. So all I need for him is to get 1 hit, and he should be able to do that today. Now for the other leg of the parlay, Justin Turner has been really, really great for the Red Sox. He's been the catalyst in the middle of that lineup for them. Him and Rafael Devers have been absolutely on fire there. He's batting .296 over the last 7 games, and he's currently on a 5-game hit streak, and he's batting .311 at home this year and batting .290 against left-handed pitchers. So really good numbers against left-handed pitchers, really good numbers at home, and he's had at least 1 hit in 23 of the last 25 games. So he's showing a long streak of consistency. That's why I keep taking him, because he keeps getting hits, and as long as he keeps getting hits, he should keep cashing in for us. So let's go with Justin Turner to get 1 hit. Let's go with Lane Thomas to get 1 hit. 2 guys who have favorable pitching matchups. The Red Sox are facing the Royals, so you know how that's going to go. So 2 guys that I really like to get 1 hit today. If you parlay those 2 together, -105 odds, pretty close there to double your money. These hitter parlays have been really good for us, really been supporting us. I can't lie. If it wasn't for these hitter parlays, I don't know what we'd be doing. So let's keep the momentum going today with these guys to get 1 hit. And if you're looking for a few other guys to add in there, you might want to look at Jose Altuve. You might want to look at Luis Roberts Jr. You might want to look at Rafael Devers. These are all guys who have been swinging the bat really well. Corey Seager as well, who have some favorable pitching matchups as well if you want to look to add some more legs to your parlay there. Well, that's it for me today, my friend. Top of the week, so new money to be made, new ways to get after it, and I'm just looking forward to seeing you make money today. As always, if you need anything, just shoot me a message in the Telegram group. The link is in the bio below. We're getting ready for football season, so don't worry, it's right around the corner. I know you're getting a little tired of baseball. I am too. It gets a little tough sometimes when you got to bet all these games, and it's like there's a game every single day. Each team plays 162 games. It gets tiring sometimes, but don't worry. We're going to bounce back. We're going to keep it going, and when football season's here, I know we're going to run up the bag crazy. I can't wait to see the money that you're going to be making and the money that we're going to be making together. So as always, dictate your fate. Let's get to that bag. Let's get to that money. I'll see you in the group a little bit later, guys, and let's get after it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later, y'all.